Uplink. Countdown sequence commencing. 30 seconds. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Initiating.
Can't you see how your love's affecting our reality? Every time we're down, you can make it right. And that makes you larger than life.
Backstreet's back, baby. Yes, and I want it that way. Hey, it's David in concert, and we're here in Las Vegas, and this is our anniversary weekend, and we are here not only to celebrate our anniversary, but look at that beautiful sphere. And do you know what's inside the sphere? I'll give you a clue. It's something larger than life. Hey, quit playing against my heart. What is it? It's the Backstreet Boys. Yes, we are here. This is their second round here at the Sphere. They're here for July and August, and I bet they'll be back. This thing is huge. The fandom for this thing is amazing. So you know what we're going to do? I'm going to first take you to the Backstreet store. Let me correct that. The Backstreet Terminal, located in the Palazzo Hotel Casino. Let me go take you on a tour.
Backstreet's back, alright.
Under a fake authentic sky, here in the Grand Canal Shops, which connects the Venetian Hotel Resorts Casino to the Palazzo Hotel Resorts Casino. And look what's over here. It's the Backstreet Boys Terminal. And you had to reserve a slot online and show these girls your ticket of your time slot. Look how hard these girls are working. Look at them. My God. You need 3 people to look at a ticket and say, yes, you can come in the store. They are worth every penny that they're being paid. Look at them. Hard at work. So now we're in the terminal. Flight 518. Gate 1999. Super fan. Yes, I'm a super fan. After seeing the show, I could say I'm a super fan. And then departures, these are all previous tour dates. I love this setup. I love this concept here. There's the airplane part, and you can have a photo op in here. And I saw that these 2 young ladies were getting a photo op, so I thought, photo bomb! I made a big obnoxious wave while they were taking their picture, so they probably looked at that photo later and go, who the hell's this fool? And there's some videos, some music videos. You can stand there all day and watch all their video catalog. And that was fun to do. And then we'll walk over here, and there's these three guys. Three of the five guys right here on the wall. You got your AJ McLean right there, AJ. And then we got your Nick Carter. Hello, Nick. And then over here is Howie. You know, he looks like a Howie. That's why it's like, if I never met this guy and I never knew his name was Howie, I'd say, oh, that's a Howie. So we're going to walk up the steps now. Here we are walking up the steps. And we're almost close to the merchandise. And over here, there's another photo opportunity if you want to stand over the Millennium title. Like right there, if you want to do that. And then over here is for the elitists. This is a VIP only. Merchandise for VIPs. I don't know what was in there. I don't know, is the clothing made of gold or something? Come on. And then there you go. There's more of their names and the flight stuff. And then over here it is. Official merchandise. Now, I got to tell you something. That shirt right there, that's the first thing I bought. And I went into the store the day before we saw the concert because I just wanted to get my shirt. And Meredith said, I don't need any merchandise. You know, I'm going to go enjoy them at the Sphere, but you know, I don't think I need a shirt from them. When the show was over, that tune really changed because we were like, the show was barely over. She says, oh, we got to come back and go to that store tomorrow morning. And thank God we won money on the slots that morning because we did some damage in here. We did some damage. Meredith was, and this is the thing is, Meredith is a merchandise snob. So when she makes a statement about merchandise, you got to take it to heart. And this is what she said. She said that this collection of merchandise is one of the greatest collections of concert merchandise she's ever seen. And I agree with it. You know, just last month, No Doubt was here, and they had a No Doubt store, and their merchandise was incredible. So the Sphere is really a great avenue for these bands and these artists to sell merchandise. I mean, look at this stuff here. I mean, we got mugs. Meredith bought a mug, too. She bought a shirt, a mug, and socks. She bought some socks. I love when Meredith buys concert socks. She bought some from No Doubt, too. And then, oh, look at those dice. I didn't buy those. But the next time we're around the terminal, I'm going to go in and get those dice. I did buy that shirt. Just how to do it. And so there's the Backstreet Boys terminal. And now I'm going to give you my top 10 favorite Backstreet Boys songs. Number 10, Everybody. Number 9, I'll Never Break Your Heart. Number 8, Show Me the Meaning of Being Lonely. Number 7, Larger Than Life. Number 6, The One. Number 5, Quit Playing Games with My Heart. Number 4, Shape of My Heart. Number 3, All I Have to Give. Number 2, As Long as You Love Me. And number 1, now this song was my number 1 song of the year of 1999. And I dare you to drive in a car and put this song on and not start singing along with it. This is one of the most infectious songs, I believe, ever recorded in music history. I Want It That Way. There you go. That's my number 1 Backstreet Boys song. There are times in my life where I can remember exactly where I was when I hear a great song for the first time. And I remember April 1999. I'm at an AMC theater. We make movies better, says Nicole Kidman. But anyway, so I'm ready to go see Never Been Kissed. And outside the theater, they had a patio and they were playing music. And this song comes on. And halfway through the song, I start singing the chorus. I mean, that's amazing for a song that I never heard before because it was so catchy, so infectious. And then After it was over, I didn't know who sang it, and then I find out it's I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys. So I went and I bought the single and then played that over and over and over again, and then finally bought the Millennium album, and I'm like, I'm onto something here. And that song, as I stated before, became my favorite song of 1999, and it is still one of my favorite songs of all time. It's always on a go-to playlist for me. Now, this is what the Venetian looks like about an hour before showtime. Everybody's dressed in white. They're at the food court. These people are ready to go. And yes, they ask you, the Backstreet Boys ask you if you could please wear white to the show. Now, I can't wear all white for this simple fact. Exactly. But I just love watching this parade of the Backstreet Boys army walking to the show. It's incredible. And then when you're inside the sphere, it feels like you're in a completely different universe. All these people in white, and they're all standing in line over there at the merchandise because they didn't think ahead and just buy their things at the Backstreet Boys terminal to avoid all these sphere shopping shenanigans. Ha ha to them. You walk inside to the theater and just look at this. This is like a simulated starship, and you got little movies up there of the band all over the place and things, and it really does take you out of the world that you're living in. And you too, the Eagles, no doubt, all have their unique sets, and it's amazing.
Contact with Millennium established. Initiating uplink. Countdown sequence commencing. 20 seconds. T-minus 10.
Now, this whole countdown and introduction to the Backstreet Boys is mind-blowing. I mean, the audience, the minute that countdown starts, the audience going crazy. And then when the sphere opens up and you see the stars and the ship is about to go in there. I mean, when you're inside the sphere and you're watching the sphere open on the top, it's unlike anything. You get goosebumps, all right? I get goosebumps. All right, and now the ship is ready to go. You know you're in for a ride, literally. And here we go. Oh, and then that might be a little, for some people they say it's a little dizzying and stuff like that. But then it calms down, and you see the stars again. You're in a different world. Okay, they're transporting you to a different world, which is what a concert is supposed to do. And they literally are doing it. They're taking you to a different world. So now we're going to wait, and what's going to happen? The spaceship. And now remember, you're just watching this on a small screen. Imagine being in a sphere, immersed in this, and the sound, the visuals. Like I said, this is the greatest venue in the world to see a concert because it's just taken to a different level. And I don't know when they're going to be really seriously building more spheres. I mean, there should be one in New York. There should be one in LA. There should be ones all around the world and I know it costs like $1 gazillion a day to run this thing. But just watch this. And then all of a sudden,
You people, can't you see how your love's affecting our reality? Every time we're down, you can make it right, and that makes you larger than life.
and now that, my friends, is a perfect introduction. Now, you know what else is perfect? The set list. The set list is undeniably perfect. They have their songs from Millennium because they're celebrating that album, plus all of their greatest hits. No stone left unturned. Here we go. Here's the set list. Larger Than Life, it's got to be you. As long as you love me. More than that, I need you tonight. And then we got Siberia, don't want you back. Get another boyfriend. Show me the meaning of being lonely. Don't want to lose you now. Hey, the one. Back to your heart. Spanish eyes. No one else comes close. The perfect fan. All I have to give. Drowning. And then they go into quit playing games with my heart. Shape of my heart. I want it that way. Get down. You're the one for me. We've got it going on. The call. And they conclude with everybody. Backstreet's back. My God. Now, there you go. There is a perfect set list. Just like when No Doubt was there, a perfect set list. The Eagles, a perfect set list. U2, a perfect set list. Now, at the end of near the end of the show, I'm going to tell you about an artist that's coming up that kind of deviates from this model of perfect set list, but I think it's going to be interesting, and it's actually quite a brilliant business plan for the artist. I don't know about the actual fans, but I'll tell you about that later. So there you go. There is a set list, and now here are the highlights from the set list.
I don't care who you are, say who you are, where you from, you did, as long as you love. I love you more than that. Without saying a word, can't take me back. Don't want you back, that's all I know. Don't want you back, don't want you back. There's nothing that is worthy of just another player playing in the name of love. I'm seeing enough. Now this must come to an end. Crazy. Show me the meaning of being lonely. Is this the feeling I need to walk with? Let's go. I'll be the one. I'll be the one who will make all your sorrows undone. Wrong you always were. Wrong you always were. Wrong you always were. No, you always were. Wrong you always were. The perfect friend. Make it so we never be apart. But my love is all I have to give. Without you, I don't think I can live. I'm looking back on things I've done. I never wanna play the same old part or keep you in the dark. Now let me show you the shade of things I've done. Playing games with my heart, playing games with my heart. Oh, you tell us my heart, playing games with my heart. But I want it that way. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a heart. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a tell me why. I never wanna hear you say, 'cause I want it that way. I'm sorry. Can you close your eyes? I will be late. Don't stay up and wait for me. Say give me yours. I think out my battery is low. Say no. We'll go to a place nearby. Gotta go. Everybody out. Rock your body right. Backstreet's back.
Now, you know what I really love? I really love when veteran artists take a moment to pause the music and express their gratitude towards their fans And what I realized is I saw New Kids on the Block earlier this year, and they were perhaps the most gracious band with their fans. I mean, it was just incredible. And I noticed the same energy here with the Backstreet Boys. And these are guys that, they've had their ups and downs with the press and with critics and everything, but their fans remain loyal. And these guys don't forget it.
It's amazing. I think they heard that on the strip. You guys look beautiful tonight. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for coming from all over the world. I see flags. I see people from all over the world, all over the United States, all over the globe. People celebrating birthdays. Congratulations to you on being cancer-free, young lady. Congratulations to you. We're celebrating birthdays. We got bachelorette parties happening. We got Mama and Daddy Escape the Kids weekend happening. We got all the old girlfriend crew get together and go to Vegas weekend happening. Thank you for taking money out of your pocket, time out of your life, to book tickets on a plane, packing your bags, getting a hotel, and coming to see and celebrate with the Backstreet Boys. Thank you so much. It's incredible. That after how many years, AJ? How many years?
33 years,
33
and we're still
years,
going.
We still get to do this. Thank you guys for all the love for all the years.
I just love that expression of gratitude. Really do. Now, I thought it would be fun. After the show concluded and Meredith had a greater appreciation of the Backstreet Boys, I said to her, now based on this performance, I want you to rank the Backstreet Boys from 5 to 1, with number 1 being your favorite. Because halfway during the show, she did point out to me who her favorite was. So let's see what she ranks these guys. Let's see. Number 5, Howie. Yes, Howie. She said, I didn't really notice him do too much. I don't know. So that's her number 5. Number 4, AJ. A little rough around the edges, but a solid performer. She said, a solid performer. So AJ is number 4. Number 3, Brian. Now, she said Brian really started strong for the first probably 3/4 of the concert, but then his voice started to falter. She noticed it in Quit Playing Games with My Heart. So she had to just drop him down a notch. But we all know he had vocal issues and he had some problems with the voice in the past and stuff. So we gave him some grace. But he was very likable, very charming. So she gives him the 3rd position in a ranking of Backstreet Boys. Meredith's runner-up is Nick Carter. Now, she thinks he was the strongest vocalist of the evening, but she'll give you the reason why the number 1 Backstreet Boys is her number 1 Backstreet Boy. But I also felt Nick was the strongest vocally throughout the night, and he actually surprised me because I never sit in my car and think about, when I think of vocalists, I think Robert Plant, Steve Perry, and stuff like that. I never used the name Nick Carter, but he really delivered well. I was extremely impressed. Meredith was extremely impressed. So, but she gives him the number 2. And number 1, we're now at Meredith's number 1 Backstreet Boy. And of course, number 1 is Kevin. Now, back in when Backstreet Boys were at their peak in the late 90s and the early 2000s, when Meredith would catch them on TV, MTV, or wherever she would see their videos, he was the one that stood out for her. She thought he oozed charisma, and she really liked this look. Now, at the concert, she really loved his personality, the way he was gracious to the audience. There was a person who held up a sign that they were cancer-free, and he acknowledged it. And she said, God, he has such a great heart. That combined with the charisma and stuff that I always saw in him, I have to make him my number one Backstreet Boy. So Meredith's number one Backstreet Boy is Kevin. Now, to review the show, this is easy. 5 microphones. And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, the set list. Wait, you got their greatest hits, and then you got all the songs from the wonderful Millennium album. Right there, they know what the fans want. And they're giving it to them. They're giving the fans what they want. So kudos to that. And nothing annoys me more, and I've said it before, is when artists try to mess around with their set list. And so I'm going to see Tori Amos in a few weeks, and I love Tori Amos. But you know what she does? Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. There's 4 songs that really have a place in my heart from Tori Amos. They are Silent All These Years, Winter, A Sort of Fairy Tale, and Crucify. All right, but I'm looking at the set list that she's doing from city to city. Okay, first of all, I will not hear like those 4 songs as part of a set list. Like those 4, like I'm going to go to the Greek Theater. I'm not going to hear those 4, all right? I might hear 1, maybe 2 if I'm lucky. But there's a chance I might not hear any of them because she constantly changes the set list. And I guess that's fine for diehard fans, but what you're doing is you're alienating the casual fans and the prospective new fans. But the Backstreet Boys, they did it right. They played their greatest hits. And in turn, they made Meredith a bigger fan. That is the goal. When you go to a concert and you bring someone with that, it's kind of a fan from a distance, and then they win you over by the catalog. Here it was the catalog and the personality and the visuals. But it's so important to deliver on the set list. And I will harp on that till the last concert I ever see, all right? Now, speaking of set lists and the Sphere. Now, Meredith and I were walking on Vegas Strip or somewhere, and we saw the sign for Metallica. And Meredith says to me, she goes, I like Metallica, but I couldn't listen to them for 2 hours in the Sphere because it would just give me a headache, I mean, could you imagine Metallica doing a cover of a Backstreet Boys song? I mean, it would sound something like, "Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never want to hear you say, I want it that way." But anyways, this is what they're doing. This is what Metallica is doing. They are doing no repeat weekends. So what they do is they perform on Thursday and they do one particular set list. Then they're going to come back on Saturday and they're going to do a set list that is completely different. No repeats at all from Thursday nights. So here's the thing. Thursday night, you could get Inner Sandman, and Saturday night, you could get Master of Puppets. But you may not get either one of those songs on the Thursday night, or you might not get it on Saturday night. So here again, it's creating this anxiety. What if you want to go and you want to hear one song? So what they're doing is they're selling these packages where you can buy the 2 concerts, and that's a real money grab for Metallica, and I don't know how I feel about it. I'm going in February. I'm going on one night. I'm going February 6th. So I'm already going, oh my God, what if I don't hear Enter Sandman? What if I don't hear Nothing Else Matters? Because I'm not sure if I will. And who knows, at the Thursdays and Saturdays, so I'll probably switch it up. So, you won't know probably, till after a couple of weeks when you study the set list, what actually you're going to get on the day that you go. So, it just creates all this trauma, all this trauma. But I'm sure it's going to be a great show anyway. So anyways, back to the Backstreet Boys. 5 microphones, a terrific show. And next time I'll be reviewing. I'm going to head out to the OC Fair Yes, OC Fair. My wife and I have been there twice. We love the food. And I'm going to see Patti LaBelle and OJ's. I want to hear Lady Marmalade. I want to hear an 82-year-old Patti LaBelle if she can still pull off Lady Marmalade. And the OJ's, are there any original members? I gotta investigate. I gotta see it. But if you sing Love Train to me, you sing I Love Music, I'll be fine. And I'm also gonna get on the telephone with Tori Amos and beg her to. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna create a set list for her show at the Hollywood Greek Theater. Because I gotta have those 4 songs. So I gotta see what I can do here. But until then, we will see you in the aisle.